Thought I'd give the other effect a bit of a break. I like the hearts, they're cute, aren't they? I just had a thought, just thought I'd share, I think maybe people make a choice at some stage. I don't think we're born criminals or born heroes or born necessarily good people. We're just sort of born, we're just flesh and blood, and we're just born and we're slowly understanding the world as we grow up. And maybe it's sometimes our parents' fault, maybe it's sometimes other people in our life, influences. But ultimately, it's our choice really to react a certain way. And I think for that, to exist, to exist for eternity and make the decision to be a good person rather than make the decision to be a bad person and exist for a moment. I just think, what other choice do you have? I'd rather be good, be a good person and just believe in myself. And even if it means for that eternity I disagree with all these people that come and go, I just want to be myself. I love who I am and I just want to be this person forever. I don't want to be extinguished. I don't want to go out. I don't want to not exist, and to exist for eternity. And for that to mean I have to be a good person, I make that choice easily, because the rewards are so incredible. I know I haven't really proven that yet, but as all scientists, I identify as a scientist, I think. I think Clark Kent's a scientist in a way. He's sort of studying the human race with his camera and reporting, and sort of a form of science, isn't it? Taking photos and reporting, and yeah, he studies with his X-ray vision. He's got all his, doesn't need equipment. He's got it all with him, doesn't he? He's got his lasers and he's a science lab, isn't he? I mean, most of the characters are scientists, really, aren't they? Spider-Man, all of them really trying to understand how to exist for eternity, really, how to be immortal or how to immortalize themselves. And I suppose that's been my journey in life. I haven't sort of thought, oh, gee, I'll die and that's it. I don't think that way. I think that's giving up. I think, it may be unattractive to be this way, but I'm sure there's people out there who understand, who just I haven't met yet. Maybe there's beauty in great sorrow of death. Maybe there's beauty there, but I think there's more beauty in being alive than being dead. And I just want to move on, and I never want to lose what I've got. This gift, I never want to lose it. I've got given a gift. And I feel more sorrow in happiness. It's a beautiful feeling. The sadness you feel when you're happy, of all those other people missing out on what you have, It's very sad. And that's when I cry, is when I feel so, I suppose blessed is the word people throw around, but I feel so, lucky is another word, lucky. I think fortunate's a word, I feel so fortunate to have this attitude to life that I really agree with and I really embrace, and I really I love that I've gotten through what I was going through and I've gotten to this point, haven't found a partner, but I've got eternity. It doesn't matter. I'll keep looking. I'll keep seeking someone to love me, and yeah, those that just choose to be real rotten bastards and just for a flash in the pan, and they're gone. Why? Why would you do that? The world rewards good work. It doesn't reward bad work or bad behaviour. I learnt that when I was young. I did a few bad things. I got punished straight away, and I thought, nah. I see how the world works. You do good things, and you get rewarded, and that's how I believe the world actually is. I believe it on an atomic level. Beyond that. And I'm perfectly at peace in my world. I feel the stresses of everything around me. But as soon as that's gone, I just feel myself. I'm buoyant. I'm like floating. I'm almost feeling like feels like I'm somewhere else. And this person I am is just waiting behind to meet my partner, or it's almost I'm so big that I'm just so small. But the beautiful thing is, this is where I still choose to be. I'm still happy here forever. Until it's time to move on and experience newness again. That's what life is. We do something for so long, then we seek newness, we seek new things. Especially if we want to keep living, you've got to keep seeking out the new, the things that excite you, things that make you happy. And some people just like the same old thing. Some people are like that, and I like that too, but I also like finding new things as well. New things and familiar things are good, but going back home, I suppose, is always the familiar thing, and then seeking out the new is travelling and exploring. And I feel like I've always been a bit of a pioneer in certain things. And there may be people out there who've given up on me, don't want to listen, don't want to hear it. They're sick of the same story, or broken record, or but if you really listen, I'm saying new things all the time. New things in everything I do and say, and yeah, it's like now I'm just a pimple on Godzilla's nose. I'm just a pimple, just this little bit of flesh just sitting here, waiting to marry my bride. And really, I'm this massive being now, this enormous thing. And I mean, I don't want to alarm anyone, but I think one day I'll discover that. I'll discover that within me from another realm or somewhere. And it's probably when the world's ready for change. Be like the Ice Age, or like comets, or like meteorites, or be Godzilla or something. Some kind of change will happen. But it'll come at the right time, I think. I'm starting to understand things happen at the right time. But that's for me anyway. For other people, could be a lot better. If maybe they treated me better, or not treated me better, but just things have worked out better. Maybe it wasn't their fault, but whoever's fault it was. Yeah, I think the innocent The innocent survive. I think that's the truth. Because you keep your heart pure and your heart, even though you're still out there seeking love, you're still growing and, you know, you're still being true to yourself and not trying to hurt yourself or hurt other people, because when you try to do that, you're creating a mantra for yourself of self-destruction. When you hate other people, you're really just hating yourself. So if you project, you know, positivity, positivity is growth. So that's what I became, a positive force. So I just kept growing, and I'm happy doing that. You know, I reject all the negative stuff. You know, and I might reject it in different ways, but negativity to me is like the past, and it's like it's a form of death in a way, negativity. So I just move on from it, go to the positive. It doesn't have to be enormous leaps or anything. It can be just going for a walk to the park, or just meeting a friend, or just cooking a nice meal, or just doing your studies or working, or as long as you're positive and you're trying to just do your best and just be a good influence for other people, be positive for them. Because not everyone can cope on their own. They need help from other people, and I'm not out there trying to be a do-gooder, but just living my life and just trying to be a good influence along the way. And yeah, I just hope someone out there gets something out of my videos. Whoever you are, you're probably the person who watching this probably needs it the most. So Hare Krishna. I don't know. Merry Christmas, Hare Krishna. What would Kal-El say? Happy Krypton. I don't know. What would Spider-Man say? Whoopee kazoo. And Wonder Woman, and I just think I'll move on and always be that central being, you know, that did something for the world, you know. This life, it was sort of, you know, mostly a peacekeeper, you know, because we needed a peacekeeper. Just someone to overcome mental health, you know, and be a positive influence for that. And if you can overcome mental health, you can overcome anything really, because if you have a good, sound, healthy mind, you can take care of yourself and, you know, be a positive influence on your body. Then, you know, I think if you don't give up, you can achieve anything. You know, if you think you're sick and you're going to die, you will. But if you keep thinking I'm well and I'm going to live, you will. You've got to keep believing it. So I don't want to tell you the whole truth I know, or just there's truth in there if you can find it. Anything, you can get over any problem, because you yourself are bigger than who you think you are. You know, really, you're a bigger being than who you think you actually are. So you're capable of looking after yourself, really. And I know I'm still on a pension, I'm still financially dependent, but in a sense I'm so big now that I'm kind of supporting that as well in a way. So I support that foundation that provides pensions, and then I support them as well. So they might be surprised by that, but I know I do good work, and I know I support that community and that foundation by being a good person, and that alone justifies that payment, I think, because it should be more, really. The government should actually pay us more than what we get, so we can afford everything and not have to have everything subsidised. We should pay for everything from our pocket, so we know how to spend money, not have it all pandered after us like we're little children. You know, we should really be able to spend that money and know how to spend it, and budget and all that, but it's alright. Many ways to skin a cat, as they say, if you're into skinning cats. Many ways to pat a cat. I'll say it's a nicer way of putting it, isn't it? Many ways to pat a pussy. Anyway, I won't go there. Okay, have a good night. Peace and love. See, the little hearts say it.